Good evening. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do, once said by Rumi. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shina Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Restaurant closed. 25 fined for violating health protocols. E-passports plan for Bahraini citizens. 9 rescued from burning building in Gudebia. Education Ministry provides more than 28,000 lessons for special needs students. UAE passengers exempt from 7-day mandatory quarantine in India.
Today's news in detail. A restaurant was shut down in the southern governorate for violating the COVID-19 precautionary measures. The owners have been referred to the legal authorities, said a governorate statement, adding that 193 restaurants and cafes were inspected, of which 25 were found in violation. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, yesterday issued an edict appointing Az Ahmed Ali Al Manai, Director of the Directorate of Police and Strategies Planning, and Adnan Saeed Muhammad Al Makrak, Director of the Directorate of Control and Licensing, both at the Oil Ministry. The Oil Minister shall implement the provisions of the edict, which take immediate effect and will be published in the official gazette. The Royal Bahraini Navy Force will conduct a live ammunition drill at the Har Shaya area today and tomorrow from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. The BDF General Command has urged people to keep away from the firing zone for their safety. Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers COVID update.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
The president of the Arab World Institute in Paris has lauded the outstanding role of the Sheikh Ibrahim Center as a distinguished cultural beacon in the Arab world. Jack Lang also praised the remarkable initiatives undertaken by the Bahrain Authority for Culture and Antiquities President Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed Al Khalifa to broaden the concepts of culture in the Arab world and to build bridges with other cultures. Operational costs for the government's database infrastructure and systems have dropped by between 60 and 80% since the move to cloud computing, saving millions of dinars. Cloud computing is the practice of using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage and process data rather than a local server. E-passports for Bahraini citizens are under study, a top government official has revealed. More than 150 countries have introduced such passports, said Interior Ministry Under Secretary for Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs Sheikh Hisham bin Abdul Rahman Al Khalifa. Police believe missing Bahraini teenager Shahad Al-Ghalaf left home of her own free will, but concern over her well-being remains and a huge reward has been offered for her safe return. The 14-year-old schoolgirl has not been seen since Friday morning after vanishing from outside her home in Isa town. 9 people were safely evacuated from a burning apartment in Gudebia today. Investigations are going on to determine the cause of the blaze. Now we shall go for short commercial break.
All your favorite products under one roof in Bahrain at 27-year-old Megamart and Macromart. Bakery, fresh meat and fish, fruits and vegetables, sweets and snacks, ready-to-eat foods, dairy products, grocery or consumer goods. To have a wonderful shopping experience, please visit your nearest Megamart Macromart branch. Megamart and Macromart, full of goodness.
Welcome back. A campaign is underway in Bahrain to confiscate toys that encourage smoking in children. The drive is being carried out by the Industry, Commerce and Tourism Ministry's Inspection and Meteorology Department in cooperation with the Health Ministry's Public Health Department. Electrical short circuits, a fallen lamp post, traffic signal disruptions, cars struck in rainwater, vehicle breakdowns and accidents were some of the emergencies the civil defense personnel attended to over the past 2 days. However, there is no respite as the weathermen predict more rain until tomorrow, with the temperature expected to drop to as low as 12 Celsius. Bahrain is likely to experience a cold wave and strong winds from tomorrow, with temperatures dropping below 10 degrees Celsius during the weekend, weathermen said. Rain, at times thundery, is also expected later today, accompanied by strong gusts, they said. Education Minister Dr. Majid bin Ali Al Naimi affirmed that the ministry was able to integrate students with special needs who can learn in a normal school environment from the categories of simple intellectual disability, Down syndrome, autism, the blind and the deaf, while providing all the support devices. The minister explained that the pandemic did not prevent the ministry from continuing to provide its services to students with special needs, as it prepared digital lessons for those with special needs in a manner that considers their ability and health conditions. In the last academic year, these lessons reached 28,000 lessons. Dr. Al-Naimi noted that the lessons are provided via the ministry's YouTube channel and that parents can communicate with the schools via phone calls, text messages, emails, Class Dojo and WhatsApp. A number of public education schools in various regions and governorates across the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia have conducted on Sunday simulation experiments of the safe return of students to elementary schools and kindergartens. Parents participated along with their wards in the experiment, which was held as part of the intensive preparations being carried out by Educational Department prior to the reopening of elementary schools and kindergartens all over the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on January 23rd. The Public Health Authority, Wakaya, announced that a total of 11 categories of students who suffer from various diseases and disorders have been exempted from attending in-person classes of elementary schools and kindergartens scheduled to resume on coming Sunday, January 23rd in Saudi Arabia. This regulation is part of the directives contained in the guide issued by Wakaya for the return of students under the age of 12 to elementary schools and kindergartens. 2 separate fire incidents were reported in Abu Dhabi on Monday morning, possibly caused by drones. The Abu Dhabi police said a fire caused an explosion in 3 fuel tankers in Musafa. Another minor fire broke out in the new construction area of the Abu Dhabi International Airport. Preliminary investigation suggests that drones may have caused the 2 fires. The flying objects fell in the 2 areas just before the fire started, the Abu Dhabi police said. No significant damages have been reported. The police have launched an investigation to ascertain the cause of the fires and the circumstances that led to it. UAE travelers are now exempt from the mandatory 7-day home quarantine in Maharashtra. Effective from January 17th, India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare announced travelers will also no longer need to take a PCR test on arrival. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Lab English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shina Sultana. Good night.